On today's episode of Anime Afterthought, My Hero Academia episode 86, Let It Flow School Festival. Let it flow, let it flow. I mean, wait, sorry, wrong series. I gotta be honest, today's episode was just the cherry on top of a really good arc. I really enjoyed it. It was just a perfect ending to the Gentle Criminal saga. Not to mention, it has some of the cutest moments in the series so far, featuring everyone's favorite emotionally stunted girl, Eri. Now, last we left off, we had the conclusion to the Deku versus Gentle Criminal fight, one that I might say has a very emotional conclusion. But even after the tussle and Deku finally getting the upper hand, it seems one last jolt of La Brava's love flowing through Gentle Criminal was enough power for him to send Deku flying. And this is where we pick up today's episode, is the aftermath of the fight. Hound Dog and Ectoplasm finally show up on the scene, and of course Gentle Criminal will be pulling the gentleman card of today's episode, taking all the blame from their current predicament, going as far as even saying he has both kidnapped and brainwashed La Brava. And of course at this point she is an emotional wreck, seeing the writing on the wall that Gentle is about to take the fall for her. But come on, I think we know him well enough to know he's not going to throw a little girl, especially one that loves him, under the bus. But Hound Dog is not having any of his shit. His heightened sense of smell is alerting him that there is a third person involved, and it just so happens to be one of the UA students. And this definitely is a double-edged sword when we're talking about abilities. Yeah, of course he'll always win, he who smelt it dealt it, but if Naruto taught us anything, it's a powerful nose can be a powerful weakness. Now, while Hound Dog is about to go all Cujo up in Gentle's ass, Deku finally comes stumbling back, about to shock and surprise the gentleman thief himself. Now, while recanting the events prior to Hound Dog and Ectoplasm, Deku seems to be skewing the truth, foregoing the truth of the all-out battle that just transpired for a more lighter story of an argument gone wrong. And it really does seem that this fight has an impact on Deku. Now, maybe it's because of their similar convictions, or in their mirrored approach of trying to protect those closest to them. It seems these two maybe have created a bond. But I absolutely love the dynamic of this situation, each one representing the path not taken. Deku being the personification of Gentle's failure, or an example of what he could have been if he never gave up, while Gentle is Deku's cautionary tale, that the world is an outrageous place where even heroes can become villains. And for me, I like to think that all parties involved in this whole situation walked away better people, especially given the post-credit scenes in today's episode, featuring a steadfast La Brava, but more importantly, a remorseful Gentle Criminal. I truly enjoyed this arc, this little scenario between Deku, Gentle, La Brava, Eri, and I really do hope he makes his return. I don't know, maybe we can throw him a nice redemption arc? What do you think? But anyways, with all the kerfuffle said and done, it's time for the actual school festival. And I have to say, starting off with everyone giving Deku shit for being late. Motherfuckers, if you know what he just went to, he had to take down a fucking villain to make sure everything went smoothly. But I guess this is what we get for getting a God's eye view. We know and they don't. But enough of nitpicking, let's get down to the nitty gritty. The actual song and performance itself, I loved it. Very upbeat, very dazzling. We do get some, some more background into Jiru. Now, to be honest, due to the intro being so solely focused on her, I thought we were gonna get more of like flashbacks into her past, maybe like an entire episode of her trying to work on the song to figure out the lyrics or some shit, because in the actual, intro, this is what we see. We see her struggling to write. We see this whole, I thought we were gonna get some more of like a moral dilemma featuring her, but it seems the only flashback we're actually gonna get is her talking to her parents about becoming a hero. She has conflicting emotions. She loves, her music, and she's put a lot of time and effort, and her parents put a lot of time and effort teaching her all this stuff, but she also thinks that, being a hero is cool, and they're like, no, we completely understand. If you want to be a hero, be a hero. We love being musicians, and it started out the same way. We thought they were cool there before we became musicians. You don't have to sacrifice one or the other, especially when her powers revolve around sound waves and her earlobes being fucking plugs. Like, oh yeah, by the way, the mom has that too. I wonder what quirk the dad has. Have they ever said that? I don't know. But yeah, I absolutely love that. Even the naysayers were getting knocked off their feet. Fucking Bakugo was going so fucking ham on those drums. Everyone was just fucking bringing it. Jiro, just the vocals. Whoever sang the vocals, A plus fucking effort. Loved it so much. But I gotta say, even though it was a fucking presentation, the best part was Eri. And I put a little gif on my community tab of the shadow of Overhaul hanging over her, literally evaporating, disappearing, and we finally get to see Eri smile, and it just lit me up so much. And then the next scene, the next split second, we see Mirio fucking cry. And he's like, Deku, sir, thank you. And it's just like this very emotional, like, oh, thank God. And I'm so glad everyone had a blast. Even the naysayers come up and fucking apologize says afterwards, Eri was trying to describe it and she was like, yeah, she went wow and I went wow and it was cold. Then we saw lasers and then boom. And I was like, oh my God, this is such a fucking little kid trying to explain shit to an adult. Deku's crying up and tearing. She's like, oh, she even has this expression on her face going, oh, why, Deku, why are you crying? It's like, no, it's tears of joy. He's happy that you are happy. This whole situation is just utterly awesome. And then we got fucking Mineta just like trying to, whoop everybody's ass into shape. Hurry up, guys. We have something very important to do afterwards. What are you talking about? What's afterwards? Well, we do get a little glimpse of Class 1B putting their hodgepodge of like 8 different, series in one. No, the thing he wants to go fucking watch is the fucking beauty pageant. I mean, come on. And I'm pretty sure we all see Nejire, winning at the end. And once again, we see Eri just fucking smile. And we get this nice little shot of Deku, Mirio, and Eri in the crowd. And it's just like, it was just a very light, happy, outgoing, very, just a fucking warm episode. Like I said, a perfect way to cap off the Gentle Saga. Especially when you end on the candy apple. Deku surprising Eri, and even Mirio's like, dude, I tried to fucking find those. I was like, no, I had to make this myself. And you see that fucking smile at the end. I was like, oh, it's delicious. Like, it seems slowly but surely we're working towards trying to undo everything Overhaul ever did to this poor fucking kid. And I honestly think she's gonna have a bright future as long as she somehow gets her power under control, hopefully through the guise of UA. I mean, she definitely makes the cut to be a recommendation like Yaoyorozu or Todoroki. Like she makes the fucking cut. Even Aizawa, I think he should put his fucking name up for her. Like, you know what? This kid's a fucking monster. She's a fucking beast. Shit, what was the line from Deadpool? Yeah, I pity the guy who tries to pressure her into prom sex. Like, seriously, like this chick, I honestly think she could be number one. Like, I know this is the story about Deku became the greatest hero, but like, come on, it's fucking Eri. Like, get that shit under control. Like, you're gonna be a fucking powerhouse. Speaking of powerhouses, now I already mentioned the post-credit scene before, but the preview for next week's episode is very interesting. The hero ranking, something we've known about, but it seems they're actually going to do a restructuring. Like, there's been a lot of moves, but we haven't really focused on it, but it seems there's going to be a new number one, as well as we get to see this awesome, like, red-winged guy. I mean, we see him in the actual outro, like the ending. He's the kid blindfolded, and I think he's shooting arrows. I don't know his fucking name, but he has a badass design. Definitely reminds me of Angel from X-Men. Not the shitty movie ones, but the actual comic book. Now, I highly doubt he's gonna be number one, but they do focus on him, so maybe he's taking Endeavor's spot at number 2. I don't fucking know, but like I said, he's got a pretty unique design. And with these ranking announcements, if we're actually gonna see the heroes, we might get a slew of new heroes that we have never seen before, move up in the ranks and shit. I love character designs of this world. They're so fucking unique, especially when the quirks can actually modify your own genetic makeup and make you look like a fucking rock person like Cementos or some shit. Like, the possibilities are fucking endless. So potential new heroes are just fucking, they have me excited. So with all that being said, I cannot wait for future episodes.